Hello, welcome. This reading is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Rising for August 2022. So let me just go ahead and give this message real quick. If your life is perfect and you've not been going through anything heavy, you might want to click off of this now. For those of you who are on the fence, go ahead and listen. There might be a few messages for you that will resonate with you. Something to say real quick. If you were born during the day while the sun was still up, you're more likely to resonate with your sun sign. If you were born after the sun set and the moon was up, you're more likely to resonate with your moon sign. When it comes to the rising sign, at certain points of our life, our rising sign will resonate more with us. So, now that we got that out of the way, let's jump into it. Okay. So, for your first card, you got Judgment in reverse. So I saw this and I'm like, okay, heavy energy. So, I wanted to clarify it and we get the Temperance card. So, Judgment in reverse. Okay. Now this is going to pan out different ways for, the different placements here. So Judgment in reverse. For some of you, this could indicate that in the past, perhaps maybe you might have made a choice that was not one that was for the better. Okay. For some of you, this could indicate that perhaps maybe you're judging yourself too harshly. For some of you, this could be a message to not judge others so harshly. There's also a need for us to all self-reflect when we get this card. There needs to be some self-reflection on ourselves, some introspection. Also paired with the Temperance card shows that whatever this situation is for you, it's definitely one that is divinely fated, so it's something you're meant to go through. So anytime a heavy situation occurs, that can produce growth, well, growth can be painful, but, we need to grow. We need to continue to evolve. So for some of you, this could be, about a relationship. This could be a romantic, platonic. It can also be business. Some of you are married to your job. The Temperance is definitely asking us that when we make decisions moving forward, that we need to make them while we are in balance. So we don't want to make a choice or a decision based solely off of emotion or based solely off of logic. We need to have a perfect mix of 50-50 emotion and logic. So please do remember that going forward, that this decision, any decisions that we make moving forward, we need to do them while we are balanced. And so for our next card, we have the Nine of Cups. So this is our wish card, okay? So for some of you, perhaps this Judgment situation, and also with Judgment, there's always a big message behind this, because there's a tendency for us to get lost in the message that the universe, the spirit, is trying to give us. So it's like, imagine the trumpets blaring and you don't hear them. So it's like there's something happening that you need to see further into, which is why I said introspection and reflection can help you during this time to identify, is this something that you want to even continue doing? Is this, something that, you want to continue doing? So, these things are personal choices and they're going to fit differently for all of you, and you'll know how this resonates with you. Again, okay, so Nine of Cups. This is our wish card. So it's where we can make a wish, and when it pops up in the upright position, it's definitely saying, well, it could be granted. However, in this context, I would like to say that don't rely on wishful thinking, okay? Because wishful thinking can do us in. So don't make your choices based off of wishful thinking. But it's okay to still be optimistic and positive and have some goals and some wishes that you would like to come true, okay? Let's just, have that perfect balance like temperance and, 50-50 logic and emotion. So then our next card here, we have the Four of Coins in the reverse position. So for some of you, it makes me wonder, was there a choice that was made that was not so great in regards to finances? Was there a purchase? We have to be careful. Anytime the Four of Coins is in reverse, we kind of need to button down our finances so that we don't overextend ourselves financially. And, it can be a warning of, I know you want something, but, you don't want to overextend yourself financially. Don't make a bad choice, okay? And this could be about a purchase. It could be about loaning money, many different things. So definitely watch your finances and, make sure that you're buying what you need and not necessarily what you want for the moment right now, okay? So it's definitely a call to watch your finances. Let's not have frivolous spending right now. Okay, so then we have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is coming in like, hey, heads up, The Knight of Swords is always coming in with some truth. And this truth can be heavy. So this is a bit of a warning, because when you're forewarned, you're forearmed. You're more ready for the situation when you've been warned. And the Knight of Swords energy is very much energy of, let's get to the truth of the matter. Let's get at the core of things. Let's get this figured out. So this energy is definitely going to help you figure out what this is in regards to your life, because the truth is coming, and the Knight of Swords is one of the fastest moving knights, so this is going to happen fairly quickly. So next, we have the King of Cups in reverse. So when we have the King of Cups in reverse, this tells me that the Knight brings the energy in, so you get that truthful information that comes in, and this may not be the greatest news or information that you would want. This can be emotional. So when the King of Cups is in reverse, what the universe wants us to do is to rise up and handle the situation with maturity. And it's such an emotional nature that it provokes in us that it can just make us depressed and make us want to withdraw from other people. And, because it's definitely emotional, and we don't want to talk about those emotions. And, sometimes talking about them can help. But ultimately, it's like, I just don't want to face this situation right now. But, the sooner we do it, the better, and you're not going to stay in this energy, okay? This is something that was meant to happen for you guys, because it's about you continuing to grow and evolve. So this is definitely one of those destined type of learning situations. And again, learning turns into growing, and growing can be painful, but hey, we're evolving, and that's what matters. And every time we go through things like this, it makes us smarter, and we know what to do and what not to do when we're faced with certain situations later on. Okay, I'll stop babbling. Alright. So the next card we have is the Three of Swords in the reverse position. So I am glad that this is in the reverse position, because it's not as deeply cutting and hurtful, okay? So there's still a situation, one that causes some hurt, but it's of a passing nature, so it's not something that's going to be something that's extremely tragic, okay? It's not like that at all. It's an upset, okay? It can be disappointing news, something you don't want to have to hear or don't want to deal with, but it's already something that you've been through once we get to this point. But this is something that you're going to move out of rather quickly, okay? And so then I wanted to pull a couple extra cards here just to clarify, because it seemed a bit heavy here. So clarification, I get the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Coins, and they're both upright, so this is our saving grace, y'all. So Ace of Cups, this is telling me that this whole situation is one that was fated for you to go through, but you're not going to be stuck in this energy for long, okay? Because there is a new start that is just ready to happen. And this new start is coming because of this situation. So, yeah, there could be some bad things, but, something bad can lead to something positive, and this is exactly the situation here. So, a birth of something is coming, something new, but no matter what it is, it brings joy. And a lot of times it can make us open our heart and consider all sorts of possibilities. For some of you, this could be finding out that, you're pregnant, or someone around you is pregnant or giving birth. But for the most of you here, this message is about get ready for something new. You've just been through something and you're going to get something new. You're going to go in a new direction. And also, the Ace of Cups rules over the heart chakra. So this is an opening of the heart. So we don't want any blockages on the heart chakra. That's no good. So this is very, very positive. And then having the Queen of Coins right next to it, this tells me that this positive new beginning that you guys are going to get, it's one that has a lot to do with finances. And, so this could be, a job, job opportunities, making money, whether it's an opportunity, for a new job or a promotion or starting your own business, whatever it may be. No matter what, this new start has everything to do with your finances and possibly your job or career. But no matter what, this new start is going to be one that is excellent for you financial wise, okay? So if you've been in a rut at work and maybe lost the passion at work, maybe some of you have made some choices at work that weren't so great, don't focus on everything that's happened in the past. Learn from those things and let's keep it moving. Let's move forward, not sideways, not backwards. Let's move forward. Learn from your experiences, but move forward, because there are good things that are going to come out of this situation. And I can't wait to see how this works out for you guys. I know that this seems pretty negative, but it's ending positive. So definitely for most of you, by the end of August, you're going to see this new opportunity and an influx of money. So this is good. Okay, so I have pulled oracle cards from 4 different decks for you guys. I will be reading from the book because I haven't used them enough. But hey, this is giving me some experience towards that. So, the first deck will be the Mystical Shaman Oracle. And the first card we get here is Wind. It's in the reverse position. When wind comes as medicine, you're being invited to recognize the value of chaos. Windstorms provide necessary chaos to clear the air and spread seeds so plants and trees can take root in new fields. Right now, it may seem as if your world has been turned upside down, But this is a temporary storm that will blow over. Perhaps communication is broken down between you and another, or your to-do lists are overwhelming you. The medicine is to simplify, slow down, course correct if you need to, and wait out the storm to clean things up. Just know that all storms have great value if you can remain neutral during their course. Greater clarity and good things will come from it all. And remember, this too shall pass. Exactly. It's going to be of a very, very quick passing nature. So, your next card is Earth. When the earth symbol appears, it represents a need to focus on reverence and appreciation for the natural gifts that are coming to you now and always. The concrete world you inhabit is there by the grace of spirit, and you are part of it. Much can be accomplished now when you focus on compassionate, reverent service to the world. If you act with integrity, gratitude, and humility, you will find yourself more prosperous than you can imagine. Success is assured when the earth appears as an invitation. And we have the Council in the reverse position. Okay. You are never alone. Turn to the Council to find guidance you seek, and listen to the voice that arises spontaneously. Turn a deaf ear to that nagging voice from your ego that tells you that you are not up for the task before you. Create a spiritual feast for the Council. Invite them to your altar every time you meditate or pray. And for those of you who want to know about the Council, I'll read. The Council are the luminous beings who hold the collective wisdom of humanity. They are the ones before whom you will do your life review when you cross into the world of spirit. A life review is when we place our good and our bad deeds on a divine scale and attempt to explain why we did not love or forgive or dare as greatly as we might have. Know that their wisdom is available to you at all times. When you live in a state of yes, in an unconditional relationship with life, they remind you of your place around a sacred fire which has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. You will claim it, and when you own your own inner wisdom. Okay. So the next deck, this is going to be Angels and Ancestors Oracle. So our first card is the Spirit Fox, and it says trust your talent in changing times. Okay. The energies around you are changing at this time, and although it may not always be comfortable, you are equipped with all that you need to survive this shift. You are being presented with opportunities to reach spaces you've never encountered before, and this can make you feel on edge. But be open to the shifts occurring, because they really are the answers to your prayers. The experience of being hunted or threatened is now behind you, and you are being invited to come out from your den and reveal your glory and talents. Call upon Spirit Fox Medicine to help you be seen for who you are and trust in your talents in order to be the best you can be in these changing times. So the next card is Guardian Angel. Oh, you are not alone. Oh, sorry, it doesn't want to focus. Need a different camera. Guardian Angel. Watch for signs and reminders from your angels and loved ones. that they are close by. Remember, they are working hard to guide you. Everyone has a guardian angel who has been with them in all their past lifetimes and will be there in all their lifetimes to come. So know that you are never alone and never will be alone. This card is a huge reminder that there is always help and support available to you. Your guardian angel is with you now and is here to aid you in all your endeavors. In order to fully receive their support, first ask for it, then surrender to the process, and know that whatever unfolds will be for your highest good. Okay, so the next deck is going to be Moonology. So we have 3 cards for Moonology. We have Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back, South Node. Your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. And then Surrender to the Divine, full moon. Ooh, I can already tell some things need to be let go of. All right. The South Node is like the North Node. It's a karmic point, but it's opposite to the North Node and relates to the past, perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating, even toxic. It suggests that someone, you even, needs to be released, that there's some kind of addiction going on or an unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. So we have an Attuned to the Moon message, and this is, I release the past. Additional meanings, a relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Okay, your commitment is being tested. Your commitment's being tested, first quarter moon. There could be some challenges coming your way, but they're just the universe's way of testing you. The first quarter moon calls for you to face any hurdles with confidence. What do you actually think is possible? If you believe you can do it, then you probably can. If you spend your life affirming that something is too big for you to surmount, it probably is. See how it works? Do you believe your dreams will come true, or have you secretly already given up? Showing some commitment now will help you move towards your desired outcome. What you believe to be true is true for you, so believe in yourself. Yeah, what's that? I think it was Henry Ford. Whether you think you can or think you can't, either way, you are right. So thoughts are very powerful things, and if you're constantly thinking that you're not good enough or your skills aren't good enough or that you'll never accomplish something, if you constantly focus on that, then that's what you will bring about, because that's what you're focused on. So try to change your thoughts if you get into that negative area, because that's not good. And, to get out of that area, think about some positives. Have an attitude of gratitude. Focus on the little things that you have to be grateful and thankful for, because the more that we can show gratitude and thankfulness for what we do have, no matter how big or small, when we do that, we're going to attract more good things our way. But if we're constantly focusing on the negative, we're going to attract more negative. Okay. Surrender to the divine, full moon. The very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to mind, agreed? But it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change and possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they're telling you. They're very likely close to the surface. No matter when in the moon cycle you've pulled this card, matters will soon conclude and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor, as this is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. Attune to the moon message. I am getting the answers I need. Additional meanings. A wish you made may be about to come true. It's a make or break time. There could be a sense of madness in the air. Breathe deep and stay calm. You may need to forgive someone to release negative energy. Very much this energy. And this can also indicate that someone else might apologize to you because it's in the reverse position. And sometimes it can indicate that, perhaps somebody will come in that'll help mediate peace. Okay. And it's time to let go of the past and move on. Absolutely. Because we got don't hold on to your past. Don't let your past hold you back. Absolutely. Okay. So for the final set of oracle cards, we have the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. And the first card we have is Rebuild. Keywords: collapse, expose, create, pretense, revelation, awareness. Oddly enough, this card's very much about awareness as well. The dynamics of a relationship can often be complicated. The longer you've been in a relationship, the more complex it can be. Relationships begin to grow many layers consisting of joys, sorrows, honesty, and duplicity. As these layers build on top of each other, it becomes increasingly difficult to know what the core of the relationship is based on. What once was love may now appear to be merely tolerance. Or worse, even in good relationships, you may find yourself growing apart from the other person. In either case, the weight of these layers can cause a relationship to collapse. Now may be a good time to start fresh with one or more of your relationships. Peel off the layers one by one, cut away any pretense, and see what may be revealed. Find the core of the relationship and decide if it's still what you want and what you find attractive. If so, then discard the old layers and consciously create a new commitment with this person or persons. One based on truth, honesty, and love. Use the awareness gained by this exercise to steer the relationship on a clear and steady course. The same applies to rebuilding the relationship with yourself. Examine your many layers of joys, sorrows, successes, failures, and think about how they're affecting your ability to love yourself, and therefore to find love. Expose the false voices that tell you that you're unworthy and silence them. When you do, your true value will be revealed. Rebuild your life around unconditional love for yourself and invite in unconditional love from others. Okay, so the next card is Well-Deserved Reward. Okay, keywords: discipline, gracious, compassion, satisfaction. Your efforts are paying off when this card appears. It suggests that you have seen or will soon find the relationships falling into place. It hasn't always been easy, but you've had the discipline to persevere. As you've worked to create fulfilling relationships, you sometimes had to give more than you would have liked. But you've seen the positive results of that action. You kept the ultimate goal in mind. Be proud of yourself. You've shown you're self-reliant and confident. You're entering a phase of your life where your dealings with others will become effortless. Be considerate and compassionate in your interactions. There is less need for confrontation now. Diplomacy is the better approach. As you move forward, expect to feel satisfaction with your accomplishments regarding love in its many aspects. You're being blessed for your hard work. And for the final card, we have Love Abounds, which, if I'm not mistaken, is pretty much similar to the Ace of Cups. Okay. Keywords: trust, optimism, open, radiate. Rejoice when this card appears. It's telling you that you have the potential to achieve everything that you want. The powerful energy of love surrounds you. Use it. Listen to your heart. What is it asking you to do? Should you reach out your hand in friendship to someone, offer forgiveness, or make yourself more available? Trust in your ability to create and maintain true loving relationships. Now is the time to make that happen. Be optimistic and open to all possibilities. Open your eyes, heart, and energy field to receive the bounty that's coming to you. Release any negative thoughts and beliefs around love. They do not serve you and, in fact, can prevent love from finding you. This card is a reminder to focus on your beautiful, loving qualities and let them radiate out into the world by letting your light and love shine. You will attract your heart's desire. Oh, see, I'm happy. That adds a whole lot of positivity, especially seeing how this is pretty much the same card, in my opinion. So I hope this helps. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. If you've made it this far, thank you so very much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Like the video if you want to. It's no big deal. Leave a comment if you would like. And I'm sending you blessings of healing, prosperity, and love. Bye-bye for now.